it's time to head to Confidential Corner. This is going to be testing for you. It's called the FaceTime fail. We need one male and one female. Name, please. So, Uncle Dave, male name. Uncle Sire, female name, please.
Brian.
Brian.
Tracy.
Okay, Brian and Tracy. This has come from Tracy, who's got herself in a bit of a spot. Dear Agony Uncles and Auntie Posh, said Tracy, I don't know how to face my parents, and they're going to be here in a week. I live in Southend. They live near Lake Coniston. I moved here after uni to be with my boyfriend. We live together. I FaceTime my parents on a Sunday night. It's always lovely. They're coming to stay for a few days, and they're going to be here in a week's time. So on our last FaceTime, we chatted about the arrangements. My boyfriend was sat next to me. We had a nice chat. The thing is, I'd forgotten about the FaceTime call with them, and me and my partner, Brian, and I were mid-shag on the sofa when it came in. But that was okay, as we quickly chucked T-shirts on and carried on as though nothing had happened. We were very pleased that we appeared to have got away with it. Once the call was over, I shut down FaceTime, put the laptop on the table, undressed, and we got straight back into it, if you know what I mean.
Indeed.
But after a minute, I thought I could hear my dad's voice saying, Helen, for God's sake, how do you switch this thing off? Followed by Mum's rather hysterical voice saying, just look away, Robert, just look away. I panicked and grabbed my laptop, but the screen was blank and I quickly turned it to face the other day and switched it off. But I can't help thinking they've seen us in full flight. If that's the case, when they arrive next week, what on earth am I going to say to them? Should I mention it? Or do I just hope they were talking about something else? Says Tracy and Brian. Over to you.
Well, they clearly weren't talking about something else, were they? Because they've caught them mid, you know.
It wasn't FaceTime, was it?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Mid-copulation. That's what that is. That's, oh dear.
I say nothing until the parents bring it up, as they say.
If they did. I think clearly that, they've definitely caught them at it. And Mum's saying, look away, Daddy, look away. Oh, good God. Yes, I can imagine that. But yes. I wouldn't mention it. Just say it out, and you're just going to have to bravado and a steel will ignore it and make sure that none of it's happened.
Pretend
which
none
of
it
course
happened.
it has. None of it's happened at all.
But in your defence, then I think the parents should basically have either looked away very quickly and shut the computer down and realised that it was an embarrassing, compromising position. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously you're living together in Southend. You know, you are doing thingy, aren't you? You're not kind of like, you know, you are a couple. I mean, like breaking off your passion for a FaceTime call and getting stuck in again. I mean, why did they take the FaceTime call in the first place? That's what confuses me. You don't have to accept it, do you?
Well, you don't, but you see, if you're into a routine of like speaking to your parents all the time, do you know what I mean? I can see how it happened. I just think that.
Are you mid-shag? Hold on a minute, I've got to speak to me dad.
No, hold on. Yeah, just hold that thought. Oh, look at that. Oh God, yes. It's also that. Oh God, love them.
Well, I couldn't concentrate on the conversation when they're talking about the traffic conditions coming down from Coniston, and he's there with a monstrous erection, and she's feeling, and it's like, you're not interested, are you? There's a time and place for everything.
Who cares about what roadworks are on the A590? Nobody.
Exactly. Yes, and the fact it's 35 minutes used to take over an hour when she was a kid.
Yeah, tell that.
You're not bothered. You're in passion. You're revved up.
Oh dear God. I think I don't know about you, bro, but I think that's an ignore. That's just like didn't happen. Just put your fingers in your ears and go la 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 la.
Yeah, it must have been a film or something you watched. Yeah. The fact that the fella had the same tattoo on his backside as Brian is purely coincidental.
Purely.
Yes, these things happen, on the internet.
Oh yeah, it happens all the time. I mean, all the time.
Oh, you have got to be careful, haven't you, what you press. We had this talk last week actually about, certain people who obviously get intoxicated and, never tweet when you're drunk is one thing, isn't it? It's just stupid, isn't it? How stupid people can be. You know, at least we get the BBC, we get paid for being stupid.
Well, yeah. I mean, there is that.
There's cameras everywhere then, but oh no, I was going to say you keep your clothes on, but of course you don't.
No, not normally. No.
Last time was Finland though, Kingy.
Oh yeah, no, we're not.
I turned 60 and I saw my back view running down that jetty out the sauna.
Yeah.
No, there was a time and place to stop.
Yeah, that was definitely.
That was it. Yes, and I always remember the embarrassment of being of a certain age. But they came around with a tea urn, didn't they, halfway through? And I had to go out the sauna. And I was in the sauna with these Finnish gentlemen who didn't give a bollocks, really, about being stark naked.
No, well.
And the runner said to me, "Do you want a dressing gown, Dave?" And I didn't know what to do because I thought, if I go and get me a cup of tea with a dressing gown on, the Finns are going to think I'm odd. But there again, I thought, I'll just go for it, really. And I remember queuing up for me tea in the buff. And one of the runners said, "This is really messing with my head." So it's not doing my much good either, really. But then in Namibia, we gave your mother a shock, didn't we, Kingy?
Yeah, we did, yeah. It was good. It was this lovely watering hole. Oh. And then the photograph, I can't remember what the headline was, but there was a photograph.
It was the Mirror. It was the Saturday Daily Mirror, and it had beef on the menu.
That's right, yeah, right, yeah. Beef on the menu. Hairy Baker's beef on the menu, right? And fundamentally, it was Dave and I were doing a duck dive, and we were absolutely stark bollock naked in this lovely, lovely watering hole. So we did the duck dive, and then there was a photograph of Dave's butt and my butt next to each other. Synchronised duck diving, you see. And then my mum goes, she rings us up, she goes, "Oh, yeah." She said, "I had Mavis in from next door." She said, "Oh, the lads are in the newspaper." She said, "When I opened the bloody newspaper, I was expecting to see your faces, not your arses." She said, can you bloody tell us next time, you know, give us some tip off. I mean, I didn't know what to say to Mavis. And I was like, "Oh, sorry, Mum, I didn't think it would make the, you know, we were in Namibia." She said, "Well, it doesn't bloody matter. The photographer wasn't, was he? He was there." I was like, "Well, yeah, but we didn't work that one out. We didn't think it through, Mum. Sorry." She said, "Well, you too." And I'm getting on the bloody phone to Myers as well. Where's he? We've both got proper wrong. Right. I was like, "Whoa."
Beef on the menu. That was great, though. That was our first headline, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah. At least it made an impact. They didn't get that with Mary Berry, do you?
No.
Oh,
thank God.
Yeah. Oh, that was what my mum said as well. She said, "Well, which one's which?" She couldn't work out which one was my butt and which one was it. I mean, son, how can you not know? But she said, "Well, which one is it?"
Well, I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell her.
I've never seen us both like that before.
Well, no.
You know, I've never looked at yours, and I never, you know, you don't see yourself, do you?
Well, you don't. And I mean, you haven't got, you know, when do you see your own backside? Never. If you think about it.
Unless you're checking your roids.
Well, yeah, but then yeah, that's true.
No.
Yeah, but then you've got, you know, you're looking at the gap in the middle, not the whole thing.
No, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So back to Brian and Tracy. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? Don't mention it. And if they mention it, just deny everything.
Just say, "Look, I'm really sorry your court is mid, yeah, sorry."
But look, they're from Coniston, which is, I know it well. They've only just got internet up there. And if they're your parents, they won't understand anyway. No, so it'll be fine.
Look away, out of it. I love that. Well, just look away, Brian, look away. I think that's great. Oh, God.
And what would our darling Tash's comments be to that, do we think?
Or she'd probably tell us a tale that it happened to her and her husband when they were courting. Yes. And Daddy saw it. You know, but that's why they had to get married.
Yeah.
Shotgun wedding.
It wasn't a shot. Yeah. It was a shotgun. Yeah, shotgun wedding. Get the purdies out and get the lad to the altar.
Yeah.